Okay, guys, welcome back to this video training. I'm Damin Olua, your host for this training, of course. So it's been a while. So we've been hearing about A1 and how to use this A1 of the stuff. So I just decided to create a video and explain every necessary details you need to know about A1. So A1 is too wonderful. This is another era for of technology for we guys that create books. So creating books has never been this easier. Creating books has never been this easier. So this is why we just need to what we need to follow the trend. So with A1, you should be able to create at least 4 to 5 books per day. Yes, with A1, you don't really need to stress yourself. So mind you, by the way, creating books with A1 doesn't guarantee your book will sell. It doesn't guarantee your book will sell. Your book selling is another entirely different dimension. So it depends on the kinds of book you create, the kinds of keywords you use, the kinds of description, your introduction, table of content, and so on. All this depends on all this determines your book selling. So don't just think that okay, there's A1 now, my book will start selling automatically. Nope. It all depends on you. What kinds of books are you creating? Are you creating quality books and others? So this is just the simple truth you need to know. So, but with A1, you can definitely ease you. It can definitely ease you creating books. That's just the advantages of A1. So now, what is A1 itself? A1 is just artificial intelligence. That's just it. That's artificial intelligence. That's the simple definition of A1. So we have different types of A1. We have different kinds of A1. Okay. So like I was saying, A1 means artificial intelligence, and that's just it. So today specifically, we'll be talking about ChatGPT. Now, before ChatGPT, there are different A1 tools out there, like different A1 tools used in creating books, writing copies, writing messages, sending messages, and writing copies for emails and so on. So examples of this A1 includes Jasper. We have Jasper with Jarvis and so on. So Jasper is in the same thing as Jarvis. There are some people that has been using this Jasper to write books. So let me go into the website and just show you. So this is Jasper. When you search for Jasper now, this is it. Jasper A1. So lots of people use this Jasper to write books. They use this Jasper to write books. But one of the disadvantages is not for the normal average person. It is expensive. It is expensive. So yeah, it costs about $97. I think. Is it every month? Possibly every month. So it's not for the average person. But if you have the money to scale to pay for this, you can definitely use this. Jasper is a good A1 tool and it's been used for years now. So when you want to try it for free, by the way, they make sure they deduct some amount from your money. So that's why it's not advisable. You should just say you want to try it for free. You are not really going into it. So I tried running it for free. So I've used Jasper by the way too. I've used Jasper by the way. So it's one of a kind also. It's one of a kind. Besides the cost, if you have the money, you can go for it. But if you are just starting afresh into your book publishing business, you can just go into the cheaper alternatives. So now coming to the cheaper alternative, these days, this is the number one cheaper alternative to this Jasper out here. This is ChatGPT. Yeah, this is definitely one of a kind. This is one of a kind, and this has been busting people's brain. So with ChatGPT now, you can definitely do whatever you want to do on here. You can search, you can. There is nothing you want that this A1 won't provide, as far as you can construct the questions logically. That's just it. So ChatGPT now, let's get into it. How do you get into ChatGPT? The first thing is what you sign up for ChatGPT through this website, chat.openaone.com. So access ChatGPT through chat.openaone.com or beta.openaone.com/playground. Beta is their beta version. So this is the two websites you can use in accessing ChatGPT. This is the two websites. So let's start with chat.openaone.com. So paste this on your browser or go into your browser and enter this. So it will bring something like this for you. And note, at times it might tell you, okay, let's see if it will bring something like that, and I'll just show you what you can do to scroll to. So let's just wait for this. Click on verify your human. Okay, now welcome to ChatGPT. Log in into your A1 account to continue. So you either log in or sign up. So let me sign up on here. So now you need to enter your email address. You need to enter your email address. So let me enter this email address. It's one of the email address I generated from my normal email address. So just follow the instructions on here. Select all scrolls with bicycle. You can definitely do that. So click on continue. So for your password now, you can just generate a normal password. Let me just generate something like this. Continue. Okay, so this is definitely loading. This is definitely loading. So you can create your account using this. As you can see, it redirected us to the beta version, to the beta.openai.com, and we went to chat.openai.com. So you can create your account to any of these links. It is still the same thing. But when we get to the main work, this when you use these two different websites, the results will definitely be different. That's just it. So I'm seeing going into there. I'm going into there. So we've sent an email to click the link to. So let me just open my email on here now. Okay, so this is it now. This is it. It says verify your email address. So let me just copy this link and paste it here to verify. Okay, now your first name, you can just write something like TD, or your first name and last name. So your phone number now, automatically it will notice you are from Nigeria. So you need to input your correct phone number on here. You need to input your correct phone number. They are going to send a code. So if your phone number is wrong, it will definitely not go. So click on send code via SMS and wait for the code. So enter the code sent to you. So I'm just going to wait for this code to arrive on my phone on here. That's why you just need to make sure you use the correct phone number. If not, you would have issues with it going. Okay, I'm still waiting for the phone number, by the way. I'm waiting for the correct. So there's one thing about this. If you've registered for ChatGPT's one phone number before, you can't use that same phone number to register for it. It will tell you you have an account already. So that's why you just need to be careful. So I think I possibly entered a wrong phone number. So I'm just going to try and use another number to enter it. Okay. Okay, let me use this number and see. Okay, let me use this number and see. Okay, yeah, this entered. So I think the former was a wrong phone number. Okay. So this is this about this. That's this about this. So let's this load and let's see what is going to bring them. So you just have to follow these simple steps. There's nothing difficult about this. There is nothing difficult about this. Okay. Yeah, you might read this and you might not read this. Done. Yeah, good. So this is okay. As you can see, it directed us to chat.openai.chat. So this is the chat. This is the chat. This is the chat website. Like I said, you can access ChatGPT to two different websites. So this is the chat. So the beta now, the beta is in the same thing. When you go into beta.openai.com/playground, and you log in with your details, you won't still get the same ChatGPT, but it will be of a different interface. So for example, now This is the beta. Yeah, this is the beta account. I've logged in on here already on this beta account. As you can see, this interface is very different. This interface is different from the normal chat.openai. So you can use both of them. You can use both of them if you like. But for me, I prefer using this chat.openai.com. Why? I'm going to show you later. So, but you can decide to use this beta or chat. So, how do you compose question? How do you ask a question on this? I'm still coming to that. So you can just play around all this. You don't really need to bother about every of these stuffs on here. You don't need to bother about this by the far right. You just need to bother on the kind of question you ask. So this is just it. So ask your question, click on submit. This will undo the last question. This will regenerate the answer it gives you. So you are still going to all the practical means of this. I think you are definitely going to the practical means of this. So now let's move on into it. For images, use that an aspect of chat GPT based on images. So this is just how this that works. So let me go into the website directly and let me just explain that Yeah, so as you can see, that is still part of OpenAI. OpenAI is a so now when you get to that just click on login. If you've signed up for ChatGPT before, just log in with it directly. Log in with it. So let me just I think okay. I think this is the email I used on here. So select all the vehicles, buses, then click on continue. So for the password now, I'm not sure I remember the password I used on there, but let me see. Okay, let me try this and see possibly. Okay, it went in. So this that is just for the images. It's an images aspect of ChatGPT. So generate email for me. So you can just see, okay. So this you've been given 50 free credits for it. So now you just need to search for whatever you want to search for on here. You just need to search for whatever picture you want to search for on here. For example, now let me just write something like generate a picture of taxis in the United Kingdom. Let's search for this and see what it's going to bring. So this is loading, by the way. This is loading. As you can see, this loading icon. Okay. So this is just how these pictures looks like mostly. This is how the pictures looks like. So as you can see, these are just cartoon animated pictures. So let's see. Let me write a real picture of taxis in the United Kingdom. And let's see what it will bring. So if you are writing cookbooks, I think this that ale might be useful. Might be useful. So as you can see, these are realer pictures. These are realer pictures. This is still cartoon pictures. So it just depends on the kinds of questions you ask it. That's why you just need to ask detailed question. Your question depends the output you will get from this A1. Ask constructive questions. That's just it. So let's move on now. Let's move on. So your questions determine the kind of answer you get with ChatGPT. Therefore, ask creative questions. So this is just how it is. You need to ask for creative questions. So you can use ChatGPT to generate description, keywords, title, and subtitle for your book. We are going to that. We are still going to that. So questions like suggest a good title for dash or write a book description for the title dash. So we are still going to that. So now let's move into the practical aspect of this now. Let's move into the practical aspect of this. So steps in creating a book using A1. So the A1 we'll be talking about here is what? It's ChatGPT. So now the first thing you need to just do is what? Decide on a profitable keyword to create books on. So if you've watched the videos on modeling, I told you the various ways you can get a profitable books to create on. So just follow the same model. Watch the first videos on modeling. Get the book you want to create. You get the keyword. Keyword means the title of your book. Get the title. Check if it is not very competitive. If it is not too competitive, you can definitely create your books on that keyword. It's just as simple as that. So if you don't want to use something like that, you can just decide on a book you want to create. So let's say you are writing a project in school now, you are writing a project in university now. You can, and you've been given a topic. For example, now let's say you'll be given a topic to on breast cancer, like you just form a note on breast cancer. Definitely ChatGPT can definitely what give you clues, compose these topics for you, compose your books for you. It's just as simple as that. So let me just use the topic now, breast cancer. Let me use the topic breast cancer for towards on ChatGPT, and let's see the kinds of question is going to the kinds of content is going to give us. So the first thing now is what tell A1 to generate a title and subtitle for your keyword. So my own keyword personally now is breast cancer. My own keyword is breast cancer. So and we will be using this beta.openai, and I'm going to still be using this chat.openai. So you can just use any of these two. So I'll be using both of them and see if it will generate the same content for us. So now my book is what breast cancer. So the first thing here is what tell A1 to generate a title and subtitle for your keyword. Tell A1 to generate a title and subtitle for your keyword. So what's the keyword now? Breast cancer. So you can just come here and ask, generate a title, generate a book title on breast cancer. Okay, on over on overcoming breast cancer. So you can't just tell it to generate a book on breast cancer. What aspect of breast cancer are you writing on? Is it how to contact breast cancer, how to avoid it, and so on, or how to prevent it? So let me just use this overcoming breast cancer. Then click on enter. As you can see, click on enter. So mind you, if you are using your phone also, if you are using your phone, this will definitely be the same thing. This will definitely be the same thing you'll be doing. So when you are using your phone, just use Kiwi browser, and that's all. You don't really need to stress yourself much. It's the same thing you are doing here that it will definitely pop up on your phone. So there's no much difference between the phone and laptop. You don't need to install extensions or whatsoever. It is definitely the same thing. So as you can see, this is the title on here: Conquering Breast Cancer: A Survivor's Guide to Triumph. So this regenerate response means maybe you don't like this answer, you want it to give you another title. Click on this and wait for it. So I'm going to copy this and come into this playground now and write it. Generate a book title on overcoming breast cancer, then click on submit. So as you can see, this answer is different from what it brought out. So this is still loading, by the way. Conquering breast cancer: A Survivor's Guide to Triumph and Healing. As you can see, this is different. This is different from this. That's why I'm just saying you just need to try both of them out and decide on which one you can follow. So this is how I'm still going to be doing. Like again, if you don't like this, you can just come here, click on this regenerate, which is the second icon or the third icon after the submit, and this regenerate will definitely give you another title. Beating breast cancer. As you can see, this is it. You can see the title, you can see how it's regenerating it. So now we've gotten our title. Now what you just need to do is what? Copy this title, copy it into somewhere, the title you decide to use. So let me use beating breast cancer. Let me see this, conquering breast cancer. Okay, let me use this. I prefer this title. So now your subtitle now, subtitle. What do? You see, ask the A1 to what? To generate a subtitle for you. Generate a subtitle for the book this. Then you click on enter. Okay, it says it should reload the conversation. So let's just reload it. You can reload the conversation by reloading the entire browser like this. Okay, so let me come here again. So when you click on this, it should bring out the where you stopped. So let me ask the question. Okay, generate a subtitle for the book this. Then click on enter. And you can see this is a subtitle on here. Navigating the journey from diagnosis to recovery. So let's ask the same question to the second to the playground. So this is the playground now. Generate a subtitle for the book Conquering Breast Cancer. So click on submit. You gaining control and finding strength through adversity. So as you can see is bringing two different answers. Like I said, just depend on which one you want to use. Depend on which one you want to use. So let me use this itself. Let me use this itself. Navigating the journey from diagnosis to recovery. So come on here and paste it. You've gotten your title and you've gotten your subtitle. So the next thing we need to do now is generate an introduction for your book. Okay, generate an introduction for your book. So just come into, okay, yeah, come into this your chat box and what was the question again? Generate an introduction. Generate an introduction for a book on overcoming breast cancer. You can see the way I'm constructing this question. So you just need to construct it logically. As you can see what it's bringing. You can definitely see it. You can definitely see the kind of question it's bringing, the kind of content it's bringing. Okay. So let's say you are not contented with this and you want more content. You can just click on enter again. Okay. Okay. I think this is all from here. But when you ask the kind of this thing in the playground, so this is the playground now. Let me delete all this and paste this. Generate an introduction for the book for a book. Okay. For a book on overcoming breast cancer. Okay. Now, so under this playground, as you can see, the cursor is on the last word there. Click on enter and click on submit. It means what it will be adding content for you more. So this is just one of the advantage of the playground to the other one. This is just one of the advantage of playground to the other one. As you can see, the okay, I think maybe because of this mistake here. So let me just undo this. Let me re-ask this question again. Let me re-ask this question and delete the mistake. Generate an introduction for a book on overcoming breast cancer. Okay, as you can see, the content are coming out different. So there's just one thing you need to know. The content on here is definitely different from the one you will get on out there. The content on here is different from what you will get out there, as you can see. And again, you can't press enter to get more content from this. But if you press enter on here also, you will definitely get more content on this. So just decide on the introduction. Of course, you need to read through it. This is written by A1. A1 is not human being. So there will definitely be some sort of perfection on here. You as a human, you need to read what is creating out and decide if this makes sense for you. If it doesn't make sense, you can definitely click on regenerate. Regenerate will regenerate the question. So let me use this. Let me use this. Let me use this. Copy. You come to your notepad or whatever and paste it on there and paste. Okay. So the next thing now is what? Tell A1 to generate a table of contents for your book title. Tell A1 to generate a table of contents for your book title. So now this is just where it's going is different from out these two outputs. So the playground and the normal charts, this is where it gets interesting. So let me start with the playground now. Generate a table of contents for a book on overcoming breast cancer. Then click on submit. Let's see the magic. Wow. As you can see, the table of contents on here now. So let's copy this. Let's copy this and add it on the normal chart. Paste. Let's see. As you can see, the is bringing an entirely different content. And as you can see, this chart content is more unique. This is more unique. This is more unique. As you can see, the difference between these two. So this is straightforward to the point. This is straightforward to the point. Why this is definitely different. As you can see. So, like I said, you just need to decide on which one you are going to do. So that's why I'm just using these two for you to see which and which you are going for. It's just as simple as that. So now for me, I'm just looking at the one that is going to be easy to get contents on. So of course, the ChatGPT is going to provide the content for us, of course. But still, we just need to decide on which one we should go for. So looking at this now, looking at this introduction of understanding breast cancer and the journey ahead, you can definitely ask ChatGPT this. Just come on here and paste it. Click enter. It will bring content for you. Okay. As you can see, it's even bringing this. It has already turned it to chapter for you. You can see this. You can see this. You can see this. So okay. So let me pick this call. I'm coming. Okay, so I'm back. So like I said, this is definitely bringing the contents out for you. So this is the chapter one, which is the introduction. So now, understanding breast cancer and the journey ahead. So the second one now, understanding your diagnosis and treatment options. Click on it and click on enter. As you can see, the chapter two, it automatically detects this is chapter two. As you can see this, you can see this. You can see how he's getting this content. So all you just need to do is what is just you just need to copy and paste it. So now, as you can see, it stopped here and it says it already gave us bullet points on here. So types of breast cancer now. Just click on this and click on paste. As you can see, it's in the notes, it is still under this chapter 2. You can see it on here. You can see it on here. You can see it on here. It's bringing out the different kinds of breast cancer we have on here. So this is just how amazing this stuff is, and this is just how you can just use it to generate your content. You just need to be creative about it, creative in the kinds of question you ask and in the stuff is bringing out. So you can see this now, types of breast cancer now. So it has, I think it's brought out the two types of breast cancer it has. So now the staging and grading now. Let me copy this and paste it on here. So the A1 automatically deduct it is it. So the dot it is under chapter 2, and this is the chapter of chapter 2. As you can see, the dot this is a sub chapter automatically. So this tool is really wonderful. This tool is really wonderful. This tool is really wonderful. So all you just need to do is what you need to copy and paste. So I'm not going to copy and paste this. Let me just leave it on here because I'm not creating book on this. This is just for practice purposes. This is just for practice purposes. So now, treatment options and decision making. Come on here and paste it. Then click on submit. As you can see, it is still it denotes is a sub chapter. So this is really wonderful. This is really wonderful. Like I'm just amazed at the strength of this tool. You don't need to go to Google and struggle for book content. You don't need to go to Google for this. You don't really need to go to Google for it for this. As you can see the content. So this content will this book itself, if I'm creating a book on this will definitely be more than 50 pages. This will definitely be more than 50 pages. Okay. So this is that's that about this chapter 2 now. So chapter 3 now, managing the physical. Yeah, just copy this and paste it. Automatically it should yeah, as you can see, it deducted this is chapter 3 itself. And this chapter 3, it has sub chapters. So what you just need to do is what you just need to, okay, I think he's talking about the sub chapters itself. Are you not marveled with this? Are you not marveled with this? If you are not, I am. I am. Okay, so I think we still need to copy this sub chapters. You should talk more about it because it is telling us this chapter will provide information on. So let's see the information itself. Let's see if it will bring the information out. Okay, as you can see, yap is talking more about it. It's talking more about the sub chapters. So what you just need to do is what tell it to generate a chapter for the table of contents. Inside the table of contents, it will generate the chapters. From the chapters, it will generate sub chapters. So tell it to generate the sub chapters for you. So this is just how simple and marvelous this is. This is how simple and marvelous this is. So for time's sake, I'm just going to, after it generates this. So the same way it generates this, just come on here, click on this, copy it and paste it here. Let it generate content for this and for this. So after you are done, come into the chapters, go into the next chapter, chapter 4, repeat the same process. Chapter 5, repeat the same process. Conclusion, tell it to generate conclusion for you. It will generate conclusion on this. It will generate conclusion on this. Appendices, yeah, you can just use this appendices. Yeah, you can use it for your books also. Glossary of medical terms also, you can definitely use this. You can definitely use this. Suggested reading and resources, you can definitely use this also. Tell it to generate content. So all these are what you can just use for your book on KDP. And mind, if you are publishing a book on this, what I will do is what I will definitely go into KDP's website and search for books, best-selling books on best-selling books on breast cancer, on overcoming breast cancer. So once I notice the best-selling books, I'm just going to check the comments on there, the reviews. I will check the negative reviews on there, what people are saying that the book does not cover. And I will definitely tell ChatGPT to create a content on those stuff for me. So I will check the table of content also. I will check the positive reviews. I will check what people are admiring about the book. And I will tell ChatGPT to definitely create something like that for me also. It's just as simple as that. So after that, I'll just reduce the price of the book and I will check for the keywords the person using that best-selling book used. And I will reform the keywords for myself and what and publish the book on Amazon. So it's not as simple as this is, but if you are doing something like this for at least 5 books you create a day, you will definitely make money with this tool. It is definitely very certain. So not all your books will definitely make you sales. Not all your books. If all your books are making you sales, it won't turn into a business then. It will turn into something like visual or something like that. But not all your books will make you sales. But most of your books, if you create daily and you create quality books, you will definitely make money. That's the sweet truth. So this is just about this search.openai. So let me go into this playground now. So let's add this playground now. Let's see. Let's say, as you can see, this is not much as detailed as the former. This is not as detailed as the former. So come on here. Let's see what it's going to bring. Let's copy this. Okay. Okay, let me. Okay. Okay, as you can see, this is not even following. It's not following the chapters, the table of content it gave us. It's not following it. So it's not as accurate as that. But it depends on the kind of question you ask, though. So let me just come on here. Let me come on here and click generate an introduction or to overcoming breast cancer. To overcoming breast cancer. So, like I said, it depends on the kinds of question you ask it. It depends on the kinds of question you ask it. So, for me, if you want to generate your table of contents, by the way, I prefer using the normal chat.openai instead of this playground. The advantage of this playground is what? If you need more content, you can just what? You can click on submit. It will add content for you more. Okay, click on enter and click on submit. It will add more content for you if there is content. Okay. Okay, I think there's no more content on here. So that's just the advantage. Or you can even use both of them at the same time. You can ask some questions on here and still, if you are not satisfied with the content, you can just copy the main. Like this now, you can just copy this, understanding your diagnosis and treatment options. Come on here and paste it on here. And copy this, paste it on here on breast cancer, on overcoming breast cancer. You can just put the keyword there. So it's just as simple as this. It's just as simple as this. So let's go into the next option. I hope you got how this happened. If you don't understand, just watch this video. You watch this video, this particular aspect. I'm not finishing it because of time. I'm not finishing it because of time. Because if I'm creating the books on it, I'm definitely going to get content on every of this. Using the same way I got content for this also. So let's move on now. So the next thing you need to do is what? Turn this table of content to chapters and tell the A1 to talk more about the chapters in depth. So this is particularly what I did on here. This is particularly what I did on here. As you can see this understanding. You can see this. This is chapter 2. You can see how it's talked about it in what in detail. So this is what I did exactly on here. So you can just what repeat and rinse the process. So generate a conclusion for your book. Of course, since it is here also, you will definitely generate a conclusion for your book. Since it's part of the table of contents, you will definitely generate it. You will definitely generate it. So if you generate a conclusion using the same process, it will definitely bring you lots of content. So after that, paraphrase using keyboards. Now, before when this ChatGPT first came out, this wasn't really necessary. But these days now, you are not certain about because many people are using this ChatGPT. And what I notice most of the time is if you ask the same kinds of question, if you ask the same types of question on it, it will definitely bring you the same, and it will possibly bring you the same answer. That's just what I noticed about this. So, like if I consult a question like generate an introduction on, if I ask a question like this, introduction on breast cancer. So if 10 people ask the same question, it will definitely bring the same answer to at least 9 out of the 10 people. So we don't know if people have already asked the kinds of question we want to ask it. So this is why you just need to paraphrase it. Yeah, we need to paraphrase it to be unique. You don't want Amazon's problem. You definitely don't want Amazon's problem. So this is why we just need to what? We need to paraphrase this. This is why we need to paraphrase it. So this is just how simple is it. Okay, I'm coming. Let me just pick this call again, please. Okay, this is how this works. So after paraphrasing with keyboards, what do? You check for plagiarism. So once you paraphrase with keyboard, by the way, like keyboard is very unique. It's very unique. You can paraphrase this using the fluency mode or the. I'm not sure I have a keyboard subscription on it, so let me just go on here. You can paraphrase it using the fluency mode or expand. Expand will definitely give you more content. So this is what just what I like. I love using the fluency mode or expand. Expand. If I want more content, I'll use expand. So and of course you need to have the premium version of it of Qboot. So after paraphrasing, check for plagiarism. Like I said, if you are using Qboot using the expand or fluency mode, you don't really necessarily need to check for plagiarism. But to be on the safer side, though, just check for plagiarism. Just check for plagiarism. Just as simple as that. So after checking for plagiarism, publish your books. It's as simple as that. And of course, it's not just publishing your books, it's like that. Okay, I'm coming, please. So that's it. And again, of course, you can tell this ChatGPT to generate a keyword for your book, your backend keyword, the keywords that you input in the 7 box on KDP when you are setting up your book. So how do you do that? You can just come here and say generate an Amazon shoppers keyword on a book on overcoming breast cancer, and then click on enter. As you can see, all these are the keywords, the likely keywords that people are searching for on KDP. So you can tell it to generate it for you also. Just as simple as that. So of course, your description also, you can tell it to generate your description for you also. So you can just copy any of this keyword if you want to use it, but I just prefer you using the keyword techniques you being explained in the course. There's a new update I did on keyword back then. You can just watch that and follow it. Or you can of course ask ChatGPT to generate the keywords for you. So for your book description now, generate a book description on overcoming breast cancer. So this is the description you are just going to input when you want to upload your book on KDP. When you are setting it up, you can definitely use something like this. So it is still loading, still loading. As you can see this, you can see this, you can see this, you can see this. This is amazing. This is definitely amazing. So there's nothing you want that this A1 won't provide for you. You just need to ask the question logically. Yep, it's just as simple as that. Just as simple as that. So let me ask this in the normal playground. Like I said, in the playground, you can definitely tell it to ask to provide more question. As you can see. So you can just click on submit to give you more content. You can see. So okay, this even give up. So you can definitely just play around these two interfaces, and use anyone that you feel is okay for you. It depends on you. So now you can create travel guides, cookbooks, and others through this medium. So like I said, whatever you want to create, you just need to ask the question in a logical way, in a constructive way. So let's say you want to create a cookbook on jollof rice. You can definitely just okay, let's just ask it and let's see what it will bring. Generate a table of contents on a cook cookbook on jollof rice. Let's see what it will be. Jollof rice is basically for Africans, but let's just see. Okay, as you can see how wonderful this is. You can see how wonderful this is. So let me ask it in the normal chat and let's see what it will bring out. Generate the table of content. And of course, if you can just be clicking this new chat. Yeah, wow, 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 wow. And of course, you don't even need to go to Google for all this. You can see, you can see this. You can see all this. You can see all this. You can see all this. You can see how marvelous this is. So whatever you need, you just need to ask this A1 the questions. It will definitely pop it out. It will definitely pop it out. So again, if you want brief history of jollof rice, come on here and paste it. It will give you content on it, and like that, your book is done. So you just need to generate pictures for it. How do you generate pictures? Using this Dal-Il. Using this Dal-Il, or you can just use Google for those pictures also. Just make sure they are not copyrighted pictures. So I think this is all about this video on this ChatGPT. And please rewatch these videos, rewatch it once, twice, thrice until you understand it better. So writing books has never made this easier. Writing books has never made this easier. So it all depends on you. Like I said, this doesn't guarantee your book will sell. Your book selling is you, it's you yourself. Make sure you create quality books. Make sure you create quality books. With this A1, creating quality books has never been easier. So thank you for staying through and see you in the next video.